Jay, so I've been seeing this topic or this question floating around on the internet, and I thought I'd bring it to you so we can have a conversation about it. And that is the topic of frugal living. Specifically, people have been looking for tips for that in this year with the economy just being so unstable, jobs, recession looming, etc. So, what are your tips for families that want to live more frugally in 2024?
Shit, I don't know. I'm not particularly frugal. I wouldn't call myself frugal. I just, honestly, for me, I pay myself first. And so that's how I was able to get to where I am financially. I pay myself first. I think that you can't save your way to millions of dollars. That's just not, it's not set up that way. You have to learn how to invest your money, and you have to keep, your income growing. And then, because people literally stop wanting shit. Like, you can't keep buying Louis bags. One thing I like about them, I'm not a fan. I haven't bought anything for Louis Vuitton in years, but I do like the business model. And this shit, Bernard Arnault is like the second or maybe first richest man in the world. What I like about their business model is that they don't have a lot of shit to sell. You know what I'm saying? And so okay, you got a Speedy 30. You can't keep getting 8 Speedy 30s. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep getting 8 Neverfulls. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So after you got it all, now what? How many times you gonna go to Cabo? How many times you gonna go to Belize, Bali, whatever? Like after a while, people grow out of certain shit. So if your money is continuously growing with you and you paying yourself, then you'll still see a nest egg there. And then after a while, the stuff that you're doing dies down. You're not doing all this dumb shit. The worst case scenario, you'll start buying shit that actually that's assets. Like, okay, I bought another house. Okay, that's an asset. I bought another car. People don't look at it as an asset. It's just as much an asset as a house. Because if you own it and it's your primary residence, then it's an asset. It's not an asset until you get to a certain point. Same with the car. So, but you start buying shit that actually makes your net worth go up, as opposed to businesses investing in other shit that you don't even realize that is worth something. Because if you buying a Rolex watch, after you got 10 Rolex watches, you actually built something. Jordans are actually a fucking investment. Realistically, you buy a pair of Jordans, the day you walk out of the store, that shit worth $50 more. The very next day, right? So, like, we gotta stop lying to our people. I'm not telling you to go eat fucking oodles and noodles. I'm gonna tell you to make more money. Now, yes, you should have some discipline when it comes to saving. You have to save, because if you don't save, you're not gonna invest. If you're not gonna invest, you're not gonna have what the patience is gonna take to build wealth. And that's what people don't never say. I barely ever hear people say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either, I'm investing, I'm not saving. Like, and everybody want these bum ass quotables and shit. I don't save, I invest. You gotta know how to save in order to invest. You have to, because there's a level of patience that come with investing. Ain't too many investments that you buy something, you make the money back tomorrow, unless you're selling dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not telling people to do that shit. So you got to go ahead and learn how to make some money, more than what you need from the door. When you're going after that job, go after the job that can pay all your bills. If your job can't pay all your bills, you need to be living home with mama. Or you need to have a roommate, or you need to be with your brother, your dad, something. But go until when you get a job that pays all your bills and you still have extras after that, now you got the job financially. Now you move out. And so now with the extras, you should be saving something. I ain't say save it all, but it's no way in hell you got an extra $400 and you ain't got 40 of it put aside for the month. And after some time, if you get a raise, if you were saving 40, you should be able to save 80. And as the years go by, shit is you looking good. Your money's all right. You got a little bit of change, and then it gets addictive. I know, and anybody who really saved money and understood how to save money, that shit gets addictive. You start to get happy. You get disappointed when that savings deplete. When some bullshit happens, you gotta fix a car. This come up, that come up, and you remember seeing that shit, that bank account looking like this, and now it's looking like this. You go right back after it because it does something to you. That hunt, it does something to you, and it's the sense of security that you have. It's unmeasurable. You know what I mean? When you know that pretty much outside of something that God does, Any bullshit that happened to you, you good? You be alright? Hey, you feel different. You wake up different. You move about your day different. You know what I'm saying? And so it starts with getting the right job. You know, if it's not your career job, you get the job that's going to pay you enough money to take care of your bills. And be okay with living with your mom or getting a roommate or some shit like that until it does. Be honorable. Don't stay after the fact and fuck up people's houses and shit like that. Stay as long as you need to get to where you need to get to. Incorporate a side hustle if you got to do that as well. But get more money. It's easier to make more money than it is to save more money. So get out here and start making money. I'm not worried about the frugal is some shit that comes in from inward. It's not an outward thing. You've been teaching people how to be frugal. You know what I mean? Somebody frugal. I've been around somebody like that, and they try to teach you how to be like them. You can't do that. That's something that they have in them. Like they bringing sandwiches to work for 10 years straight. Like that's just them. Like you might not be that person. I wouldn't suggest you do that. It ain't a one size fit all fix. It might be you eating out every day for lunch, but you put it aside. You bringing $20 a day out, and that's maybe $100 a week is your budget because you have $1,000 extra a week. That's fine. Everybody's situation is different, but that frugal shit, that I start to see that people born that way. Like seriously, a lot of people or something cataclysmic happens that make people say like, nah, I ain't spending no money no more. And a lot of people who think they saving money don't be saving money. I know we all know the person who drive across town just to save on $2-3 on the fucking ATM charge. Or go across town and go get 10 cents less of gas. You done spent the 10 cents going to the other place. So that's not saving and that's not being frugal. That's just being fucking stupid. And so I'm not about to sit here and be the person to tell y'all some bullshit. Make enough money so that you can save some money. You should not take all your money. If you make $500, it's a crime as an adult if you spent it all. That's a crime. Get that motherfucking money, even on bills. $50 should be put to the side. It's your money. This is the worst thing in the world to work for a year and you ain't got shit to show for it. It ain't got to be in clothes and shoes, but that shit should be in a bank account. It should be $500,000 something in the bank account. If not, then you actually have a problem. So that's my answer. I'm not frugal, so I can't tell people how to be frugal. But everybody I've met, literally, that's frugal, that was just something that they did. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I learned how to do this. No. Even people who taught them how to save money probably wasn't doing what they were doing. They went through their own extreme. But you got to enjoy this thing called life. You trying to save $10 and you croak the next day. You know what I'm saying? Was the $10 worth it? No. Get the things that you love in life, but just put something to the side for that rainy day. Put something to the side just in case something don't go right. Put something aside so that you can have better shit for yourself later on down the line. And then you'll start seeing the options and the opportunities that's presented to you because, oh, I went to sleep, woke up, I got an extra $5,000 sitting here. I can take advantage of an amazing opportunity that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to if I wasn't putting away no money.